Okay, I'm coming off of the pavement coming out of off of Highway 12, going up Sarcillo Canyon. I'm gonna take a left up here to go into La Garita, the west side of La Garita, and we're gonna go to tracks 1093, 1094, and 1095. So pavement isn't far in there. Where you take this left-hand turn, it's only about a quarter mile, and it's only about 2 miles in, so the pavement is only, I don't know, these tracks are only 2 1/4 miles or about there, maybe a little less, off of Sarcillo Canyon Road. Shift it four-wheel drive. Okay. Rancho La Garita South. That's what we're going up into. These tracks are going to be real private back up in here, and I think they might be pretty good. Okay, Ponderosa Drive, you just stay on the main road and it turns into Smith's Trek, and I believe we need to go down Deer Valley Road, and then we're going to find the properties here pretty shortly. We're 1.8 miles off of the pavement. That's the direction we came from. You can see power there. There's also phone right here too. I don't think it goes down this road, the phone. Anyway, that's what it looks like. And driving in here, I could see the Sangre de Cristo views to the west. So let's just go down here and see what we find. We're gonna be looking for Fawn Road, is what it shows for the address. So come around this little squiggly hill here. There's other lots that are further back up on the hill up there. They want a lot of money for. Here's power here going along. So you gotta drive through here. This is what you see. You can take a left there and there's 1045, and those tracks are back down that canyon. They're asking too much money in my opinion. And anyway, we come to this juncture, still got power. I'm going to take a right onto Log Cabin Drive. So you drive through a couple places that ain't so great. There's still phone going along this road, I can see. We're gonna be looking for Fawn Road up here now. Take a left on to get to the top of 1094 and 1095. This might be it here. Yeah, Fawn Drive. It just happens as you drive here. There's power still. The track should be right up here. Oh, this is a place where I get confused. Let's see what this is. I think I'm in the right spot. Just go a little bit further up here, and this is the place you see on the aerial. I think it might be a little bit further up here, but this should take us right to 1094 and 1095. Here's Fawn Road where I took a right and I just backed up. I'm gonna go straight now. I may not be in the right spot. There's power right there. This is the nice graveled road though coming in. I thought I saw, yeah, this over here. You can see an old Jeep trail. That's on 1094. You see it on the aerial, but anyway, it goes up through there. And the boundary line for 1094 goes straight that direction east down to 1093. And then 1095 should be right up here. We have a cul-de-sac Yeah, here we are at the, this was the old cul-de-sac, and then it goes down to a gas well down below, you see on the aerials. Yep, so here's 1095, the 23 acres. There's that, there's a cistern, a concrete cistern sitting here. That's about 1,200 bucks. Maybe that might be a 1,000-gallon one, about 1,000 bucks, but to have it delivered 1,200. So 1093 is going to be up there. Or no, 1094 is up there, and I'm sitting on 1095, and it leads down this direction. And I can see the Sangres behind me. I don't know if you can see the map very well, but on the aerial, that little spot there, we're at the cul-de-sac, and we're right here on 1095. It's where that cistern's sitting at. It's a concrete one, that's nice. And this roof here is that old RV that's totally gone. It's nobody's doing nothing with it. So the property boundary from where we're standing shoots off straight this direction. So you can come in right here, go right into the lot, and then you can see the Sangre de Cristos to the west. They look about like that here. They're cloudy, so you can't see the tops and stuff, but you do have good views on this property. And then you can see out east too. That upper portion up there, all that up there is going to be 1094. And I'll drive up there is an old road that goes along that northern boundary on 1094. Now 1094 lot line here, like it shows on the aerial, takes off from about right here and cuts down this canyon that way. I don't know if you can see it here. This line here, it's a little further up the hill up there, and it cuts across basically that hillside and down, and we'll join up with 1093 from the bottom here. North is behind me. I've oriented the map the direction I'm facing, which is about southeast. Due south will be about right here. About right here. And then west is over here. Sangre de Cristo is over there. So let's go take a look at the lot a little bit. Okay, again, we're on track 1095. This is 23 acres, and most of it goes downhill, and it's going to have different valley features. It goes down that valley below down there. You got a good chance at drilling a water well and bring it up. Or this one over here, 1094, like I say, the boundary line goes about along the side of that hill. And go down here and take a look. Sure we drove in at. I'm just going to walk to this biggest meadow and try to overlook these canyons a little bit. You see you got views all the way out east. That's going back towards Trinidad. I don't know if you can see Fisher's Peak or not, but there's plenty of open ground here. I'm getting a little lower, but I can still see Sangre de Cristo mountaintops over this direction. Probably this little spot over here would probably be a real good build spot. Somebody, it's like granite. It's interesting, it's just laying there. And the property line goes over here, down into that, all the way down that canyon down below. That's kind of pretty. The only thing is, I can hear that gas well down in there from over here, but this will probably be the spot right here. Yeah, you're gonna have some views of the Sangres and overlook your canyons too. I can see some aspen trees and stuff down in there. It's pretty. And of course it goes in this canyon down in here this way too, but I don't know if I can show that. Yep, I see aspens. Oh, watch what I'm doing. So the bench is nice too. You can actually make some four-wheeler roads or something down in here to this valley, which we are we're on. This is the way the map is, the way we're looking. We're only about right here on the lot, and the little Aspen Grove Valley down there, it's right here, and it encompasses this canyon over here too, all of it, and goes all the way down there to about that Aspen Grove down the bottom. So you get all this nice little canyon here. Now you can see it better. Those aspens over there be about where that boundary line is going, and comes up the hill over here on this side. This meadow, grassy meadow area right here, you might be able to see it. It's right over there. All right, so we're gonna go up there to 1094, which is going to be that ridge line up there. You can see the map. We're going to start on the road right there and drive along that ridge line on top. So it's basically 1094 is basically that ridge line. Might sell these two tracks together. I don't know. And then access, as you can see, there's canyon, there's rock bluffs over here. I'm going on and on. I need to pause. You can't see all of it, but this canyon is it's on the eastern side of this track. It's this one right here, and it goes like this. And you see the nice sandstone formations and boulders that are going through there. And it shows as it goes down in there. You can see on the aerial it opens up into some meadow and things. So let's go take a look at 1094. Okay, we're going to go on to 1094. It's got this old road, and like I say, the boundary line goes right along this road on the left hand side, and then most of the land drops off towards 1095, which we just came from right down here below. So we're going to go up this old Jeep trail and see what the views are like up there. A big old ditch. Not too bad. Yeah, 1095's down there. We'll just get past that little spot. We're coming up on 1094. Everything to the left is off the property. Everything to the right is on the property. So basically you come up here and you got this spot. Like I say, you'd probably sell that one and this one together and the other one separate. Not gonna make it cut a road through here or anything. 1093 comes up to the top of that hill, I believe, where you could make a, yeah, it comes right, see on this corner, this left corner, you can make a road from the bottom. I'll drive down, back down, and come around to the bottom of 1093. But you can make a road. This terrain is real easy, and get to the basically the right side, right up in here, to have a spot for views and things. But this 1094, this is what you got. You drive in here and this is it. And you can see some mountains behind me. So this is basically the site, like I'm saying, if you want views for 1094. We're gonna drive back down that road, and you do have, yeah, you can see the Sangre de Cristo views from this spot right here. It's just one small location. And you can see the Sangres up there. I'm gonna shut it off and drive down to 1093 on the bottom side and take a look back at it. 1095's right down there. Okay, there's power. We've only come about 40 yards from 1095 and 1043, and there's power here and everything. We're going back now the way we came in. Instead of taking a left to go out, I'm gonna stay right to go to the bottom of 1093. Is that place we passed coming in? Nice place. There are a lot of nice places up in here. You just gotta pass a couple that ain't so great. That's what you have. We don't have covenants, but it's nice not to have covenants. So we would take a left here. That's why we came in, but we're gonna stay straight. That's Deer Valley Road. We're gonna stay on Pine Needles Drive and come down here and take a look at the bottom of 1093. Okay, the best way to show you 1093, you see this, those lines that point upward? That's a valley. That indicates a valley. And this is the valley right here. And it goes up, and when you get up on top, like I was showing you from the other side, you're going to have views of the Sangre de Cristos. The land's really, actually really gentle going up through there. So you would want to make a road. Yeah, like along the right hand side of this, going up to the top, and then you'd have, you know, right from down here on the bottom. And you've got a good place to drill a water well down here. They could drill a water well like somewhere in here. And this valley, they should get good water. I see cottonwoods. There's some aspens down below. So those are good water indicators. And you've got these what do they call these? These are like sucker plants. They just take the water out of the ground, throw them up in the air. But yeah, this wouldn't be too bad to cut, especially because they could come from 1094 across the top, and they could push downhill coming down this and cut in a road, and you have a pretty nice lot, you know, because you're going to get off, you're going to be private. Power's not too far that direction either. And you could go up through here, get on top, get those views, have all your land down below you here, and the land goes, it goes about as far as you can see down here before it takes the turn. Where that big cottonwood's at, that'd be the southern boundary that's going east and west on 1093 going back up the hill. This is on the way out, and they look, those are the west and east Spanish Peak. Really pretty today. And you can see all the sangres this direction, but they're all clouded over. But it's real pretty. They look about that big, maybe a little bigger. There's the east peak and the west peak. And we're almost back down to Sarcillo Canyon Road. It's not very far, like I say, off the pavement.